Before the video starts, I would recommend the Holy Bible to read at the end of video. Please check out the link in the description. The Father advises that now is the moment to go over the top and get radical. Simply because you yell at the adversary, he will not immediately lie over and pretend to be dead. You are the one who makes the judgments that cause the adversary to shake and be afraid. Your decisions are causing him to stay up at night, wringing his hands, on account of the fact that your willpower is putting you out of range of his assaults. Consequently, today is the day to give in to your will. In the same way that my mercies are renewed on a daily basis, may your faithfulness and dedication to my kingdom be renewed with a renewed determination on a daily basis. My promise and the fulfillment of it are included within this portion, which is the will that you have brought up to me. This is your portion. According to what the Father has revealed to us today, I am constructing myself into your life and into your character. Be not concerned with the people, situations, and circumstances that are constantly shifting. Because life is about change, the manna from yesterday will not be sufficient to meet the requirements of today. Every day, you should go out and receive the fresh manna and the fresh vigor that I have placed on your ground. Everything should be held loosely. In reality, the unexpected changes that you have been praying for and the requests that you have been lifting up are actually answers to the prayers and petitions that you have been praying for. Be aware that even if you do not instantly comprehend, it is not the adversary who is taking advantage of you. Rather, it is my hand that is easing your burden and simplifying your life in preparation for the duties and victories that are to come. Don't turn around and look back. The Father tells you not to look back at the things that have happened in the past, because I am going to fill the things that have happened in the past with my goodness and favor that is beyond anything you could possibly imagine. There are no regrets. Don't make any assumptions. Simply take pleasure in the knowledge that the course of your life is being shaped by the complete control that I have over it. The prize is found in pushing forward into my greatest and highest plan, and no one who puts their hand to the task and looks back will persist, since the prize is found in pushing forward into my plan. The Father tells us to rejoice, and I will say it once more, the blessings that come from obeying and yielding to God's will only get more delicious with each passing day. This is what the Father has to say about you today. I am trying to teach you about who you truly are. You are just as you are on this planet as I am. How am I doing? Beloved, I want you to know right now that I am not disheartened. My attention is not diverted. I am not concerned with what is going to happen next, because there is no place that I have not been before. Hence, I am naturally capable of tackling the challenge that will be presented to me tomorrow. Taking into consideration what will happen tomorrow is a waste of time, since everything that I am in your life right now is exactly what I will be for you tomorrow. As a result of the fact that I am incapable of failing, the Father asserts that you are also incapable of failing when you live your life based on who I am. When my son begged, "Not my will but thine be done," I brought the glory. The glory came down, the Father said today. I brought the glory. It was the combination of my will and the will of the Son that resulted in the manifestation of my grace in the circumstance that we are currently facing. When Jesus submitted to my will and accepted the finality that led to the cross, the glory that was with me before the foundation of the earth came to the aid of Jesus. Be conscious of the fact that your will is the means by which I bring my presence and my glory into your life and the circumstances you find yourself in. Not your way of thinking or set of beliefs. Not your feelings or the way you live your religious life. You are the only one who can keep up with my unfolding plan for your life, and it is your human will that can do so. Therefore, you must answer yes. Except for your inability to settle on a course of action, I am able to deal with anything. My purpose is to guide you through the process of submitting a will, beginning with authority and progressing to authorization. The authority that I have is vested in you, my dear. As you assume the role of a servant and become submissive, even to the point of death, my authority will be granted to you personally. Embrace who I am in your life right now, says the Father. Live out of who I am. Be not concerned about things, instead, allow them to be concerned about you. Declare to yourself, I will give thanks to the Lord with all my heart, and the adversary will be frightened away from the battlefield of struggle as a result of your praise. Fear is discouraged, and the enemy is discouraged, as a result of your praise. To you, I am the light. I am the one who saves you. At this point in your life, what possible foe could possibly compete with who I am? In your heart, tell yourself, do not be afraid, for fear is afraid of you. Because I am with you, fear is so terrified of you that it remains awake at night, anxiously trying to concoct lies to tell you about things that will never happen anyway. Fear is so fearful of you that it stays awake. Thus, the Father instructs you to be raised up. Even though I am aware that you may not always get this, I am quite patient. Because I am so patient, I have made a commitment to spend today, tomorrow, and forever, if it is required, to demonstrate to you how invincible you truly are in me. Today, the Father tells us that your joy is your global positioning system. Today is the day to go out and have fun. Allow yourself to be guided with tranquility. It is my delight that resides inside you that determines the course that your life and your day will take. When I am at calm, the timing is determined. Do not allow yourself to fall into the trap of obsessing on all the unpleasant things, problems, and challenges that you are facing. Should I assume that you do not wish to go there? Beloved, you should be aware of the fact that you appear wherever your attention leads you. I have you moving forward on the route of joy and deepest heart's desire, but the enemy is highly skilled at putting up billboards of the negative in order to encourage you to leave that path and go in a different direction. Do not have any faith in the marketing strategies employed by the Dark One. Continue to keep your peace. Hold on to your happiness. The Father encourages you to be lifted up on this day. Encourage yourself. There is no doubt. Have no fear. Defeat is not a viable alternative. Both you and I are working together, and I am working within you. I am not against you, rather, I am on your side. This is not what you have been told for as long as you can remember, but pay attention to my voice rather than the voice of uninformed religious execution. My plan for you is not out of the question because there is nothing in your history that has had such a significant impact on your life. As a result of the fact that I am capable, you are also quite capable. It is possible for you to get the land. You are able to do all that your heart desires the most. You have my support. I will never abandon you in any way. According to the Father, the past is the past. Therefore, you should look forward to the future that I have in store for you. Rejoicing is a really bad thing for the adversary. Rejoice in my presence and in my spirit, for it is there that you will find the freedom and the release that your heart longs for. Through the power of my sovereignty, I will deliver you to the fulfillment of your deepest heart's desire and your most profound dream. Accept my completeness and recognize it as the foundation upon which I will build my supply in your life. I invite you to let my goodness to direct you to the core of the destiny that was prepared for you before the earth was even created. A lack of time is not an issue. There is no issue with the money. The Father explains that the transient favor of man is not a concern when it comes to him. You will become the shining incarnation of that flawless pattern of destiny that I fashioned for you before the foundation of the world because of who I am in your life, as well as my supply to you and favor toward you. This will cause you to overcome every hurdle and impediment that you face. As the Father says, have faith in me. Let me handle everything from here on out. Simply respond to my prompting and allow yourself to be lifted up to the substance and material truth of everything that I have promised you from the beginning of the world. In today's message, the Father instructs us to never let precepts in your life take precedence over the intuitive guidance that I provide. Under no circumstances should you ever use your limited comprehension of principle to stifle the persistence of my voice and my leading that is going on inside of you. I say to you, listen to my voice, and he will not be able to snare you or capture you as a prize by his trickery and his lies. The enemy will come at you in such a garb as to evoke from you the conditioned response of religious principle. However, I say to you, listen to my voice. Place yourself in the company of genuine people. Ensure that you surround yourself with authentic people. This will ensure that you are able to recognize fakes when they appear. It is the Father who states that love is unfailing. At no point does it fail to discern. Every time, it is able to see. My love in your life draws into the resources of anointed intuitive guidance in order to expose the adversary and unmask the deception before anybody else is harmed. I have faith in that discernment. When you pay attention to my voice and follow the prompting of my spirit within you, you will be able to perceive with a greater clarity than you are currently aware of. Take the wisdom of a snake and the gentleness of a dove. Because the adversary is unable to keep his lips shut, he will always turn the spotlight on himself, provided that you are willing to listen. In the event that you engage with him in the spirit, you will not find it necessary to clean up after him. It is the Father who says, I am with you. This is the appearance and sensation of victory in the spirit, as well as the experience of fighting in the spirit. The Father has revealed to you today that you are not a creature that is limited by time. Considering that I have time, you also have time. I am not a God of insignificant things. I am the God of time, eternity, happenstance, and sovereignty. Do not even permit such notions to enter your head, because I am not a God of insignificant things. Because I am the one who holds your life in my hands, I am the one who is designing your days and writing them down in my book. Consequently, have faith and the awareness that a master craftsman is working on your behalf, creating the blueprint of heaven on earth in your life. Have faith and relax in the knowing that this is happening. The amount of ideas that I have about you is more than the sands of space. More than the stars in the heavens, my intentions that involve you in a precise and personal way are more than extraordinary. As the parenthesis, I built eternity, which would be the setting in which my love would be worked out in your life in excruciating detail. As you can see, the Father insists, I am on your side. Who could possibly be against you if I am on your side? To whom can you be compared? Put all of your attention and concentration on these facts about the Father. In order to rid yourself of any feelings of powerlessness, gloom, or a pessimistic view, let the Father fact of my love to energize you and drive away any negative thoughts. Not yet has the best come to pass. Today, the Father instructs us to never stand in the way of my generosity toward other people. During the time that man was unlovely and an adversary of my realm, I dispatched the one and only begotten to defend him against himself. You should be aware that I settle every account in my own time, and the prize you will receive is in bringing your thoughts and your heart into alignment with me. Be careful with your words, and let your heart be exposed. Make it possible for my personality and my spirit to move freely through you without any obstructions. I am exactly what I am, and all will be restored by my hand and in the manner that I have decided upon. Since the Father asserts that love is unfailing, it begs the question, why would you ever abandon love? This love is one that religion and religious minds are completely unaware of. Self-justification and high-mindedness are two things that religion is the only thing that can teach you about tolerance. It is imperative that you never allow anything to serve as a substitute for the love that God has for you in your life, says the Father. Love with all your heart. Love that is not conditional. If you love without any limitations and without ever hesitating to examine the price tag, you will be able to give away something that you have received without any restrictions. I have cautioned you against taking this route, but I have also encouraged you to go down this path. As you connect yourself in every thought and deed to my love, the moment is now, and the prize is now. The moment is now. Today is the day that we celebrate who you are, what you do, and where I am leading you into the future, according to what the Father has told us today. Celebrate, the Father exclaims, and revel in your triumph. You should be aware that the beginning is the ultimate heart's desire. It is the beginning of the process of entering into place my promise in your life. My blueprint for your life is heaven on earth, and there is no other ending that is acceptable or any other plan that will prevail, says the Father, for I am your benefactor and I will not be refused. I will not be denied. For the same reason that I will not be refused, you will not be denied either. It is impossible for me to be defeated, so you will not be defeated. Put an end to any and all concerns over being turned away or turned back. On the other hand, there are others who would do all in their power to destroy your dreams and bury your hopes, but they will be defeated and reduced to ashes and dust. It is I, the God who is able, who is willing to make promises and who is able to meet those promises. You will not be dismayed or disappointed in any way, shape, or form if you cling to my promise with all of your heart and all of your soul, without any reservations or hesitations. You are going to have to expand your thinking, as the Father has instructed you to do today. As a result of the fact that I am not constrained in any way, you are not constrained in any way either. Regarding the purpose that I have for your life, I am not limited in any way. Therefore, the purpose that I have decided to bring forth in your destiny will not be limited in any way, and you will not be constrained in any way. According to the Father, the adversary who has set his hand upon your affairs will be destroyed. I will send him far away to his recompense, and you will hear of it and know that my hand of providence has execrated from your life those individuals who decided to play by the rules with you.